Good morning and welcome to Washington Live. I am your host, Tim Elliott. We are powered by KCTC. And of course, my super producer to my right, Alex Schneider.
Good to be here.
Tippy, top of the morning, Alex. It's Monday.
Short week.
Short week? Mm-hmm. Even for me.
Even for you?
As we learned last week, I have a paid Friday off here.
Paid Friday off here? Not at Elliott Realty?
Elliott Realty, we could be working, we could not. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't get to make those rules. How's your weekend?
Good. How was yours?
Well, it's just like normal.
Do anything special? No?
All I did was chore and started looking at vacation spots.
Oh, when's the vacation?
I don't know, but it'll be sometime in February. You're going to have to do without me for that period of time.
Okay.
But we'll have time to plan.
You should get a boat. You should go just cruising.
That's one thing that's kind of on my mind.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But I don't think I can get everybody, because we go with another couple. And I don't know that they're boaters so much as I would be. I envision myself sailing around. I'm going to look to my left just a minute. Guests today are Jan Gallagher.
Hello.
And Julie Zahs.
Hello.
Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
You are here with the Washington Area Performing Arts and Events Center right here in Washington, tucked nicely over by the high school. We're going to talk to you more about that stuff. I've got to finish up a little bit with Alex here, but welcome to you both.
Thank you.
I envision myself with a big sailboat somewhere around 50 foot that I could just sail around.
That's a big boat. Do you know have you ever sailed?
I have, but not by myself.
Oh.
You
probably got to classes.
You do. There's some stuff. I've looked into that. You can get certified to sail in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. You just got to go dedicate yourself to it. Anyway, that's a big pipe dream. But if you don't dream, what the heck? Did you get out and do anything this weekend? Did you do the shopping thing and see any elves?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Did you?
I was busy. Let's talk about the weather. Okay. It says storms likely. I don't think so.
I saw rain on the ground this morning.
It did rain, but that is not a storm.
Okay.
Jan will attest to that, and probably Julie too. I think they're taking a lot of this rain out, which is unfortunate. But high of 51, that's not bad.
No, that's good.
Low of 36 tonight. We've got chance of showers pretty much today and tomorrow. High of 48, and then it's kind of cooling down. You only go through tomorrow, but I think it's cooling down the closer we get to Thanksgiving Day.
I don't think any more heat.
Well,
maybe, who knows?
You can always get one more charge, but it's looking less likely. We do have some community events to talk about. Thursday, we have a free Thanksgiving Day community dinner at Brighton City Hall. That's from 11 to 1. On Friday this week, the day after, what better to do than take kids or grandkids or something to the free merchant movie. That is showing Friday at 11 and 1:30, 11 a.m. and 1:30. And that movie is Puss in Boots 2.
Good movie.
Did you see 1?
I haven't seen 1, but I saw 2.
But you saw 2.
I don't think they really go together.
Huh.
Well, they do, but like...
So it doesn't...
You don't really have to watch
really
them together.
Sequel. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Now you can go watch Puss in Boots 2 without fearing missing out on the number 1.
I could watch 1 at any time that it was convenient.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then Saturday's a big day downtown with holiday snow events going on. I saw somewhere, let's see, there's a Jingle Bell Run. Mm-hmm. So I don't like to run from here to the door, so I won't be doing this. There's Breakfast with Santa. Santa's house and the lighted parade is all happening Saturday. It's always a good time, and you can see, you're probably noticing as you walk to work and you're taking various routes, you're noticing people are starting to decorate.
Yeah, I did notice. I did notice, and there's like a snow sign, and there's trees in the middle.
Yeah, those are the memory trees that I know that the Main Street puts that out, and those are really pretty. It's really one of my favorite times. You know where I live.
Yeah.
One of my favorite times of year when it starts snowing and everything gets lit up in the Central Park. Really very nice.
You put anything on your deck?
I think Patty's got plans for stuff. Oh. That's not my department. Like, I stay in my lane. I know what I'm supposed to do. and it's not come up with ideas for that. It's to install them, which I'm happy to do. Anything else we need? Oh, police report.
Police report.
Jeez, we got 3. Animals. Somebody called in and said there's an animal in the storm drain. 9217. Is that George?
Yes, George.
George. 9217 responded and said, well, just call the city. I suspect it might be a little dog that must have got down in there. And those things are bigger than they look, and especially with no rain. They're dry, so it probably was okay, but poor little guy was probably scared to death. Somebody else called in, and it was not me. Some youngins were destroying pumpkins on the bandstand. And this person that called in asked them to stop doing that and clean up the mess, and they didn't want to. And 107 responded.
Bill.
107. That sounds like maybe the chief.
The chief?
I don't know. Let's call 107 the chief.
Okay.
Because look, he's no 92-17. That's just 107.
That's a prime number to have.
Only I'm 107. He responded and nabbed the main offender and spoke to his parents. They're gonna go pick up the mess, and it was advised not to go back to the square.
Had to get the parents involved.
Yeah, well, you don't do that stuff.
Oh,
you just don't. Caller reports being across the street. A subject across the street is blowing leaf pile in the street and into the other side of the street, which probably happened to be the caller's side of the street. And 107 again. He was busy.
He's busy.
He or she, I don't know. We're going to go with Chief, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out. I know him. Let's see, what's your call number? Anyway, spoke with both parties, and everything is all taken care of.
Well, he's just trying to get rid of his leaves, you know. He didn't want to bag them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to put them on the street because then they do get in the sewer drain, the storm drains. But
I think he went past the street and onto the neighbor's lawn, so I think it's good.
I know, but sometimes you got a really strong blower. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of fun to watch them go. That's what I do. Get them off my yard.
Yeah. You don't even have a yard anymore.
I don't. I do have a yard, and it's called Central Park, and I've got people that take care of that for me. So.
Wow, important man over here.
Picking up broken pumpkins, things like that. Let's take a little break, Alex, and we'll come back and we'll talk with Jan and Julie.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers, and sellers to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Hey Emmy, what has more lives than a cat? A frog, because it croaks every day.
Hello and welcome back to Washington Live. We are powered by KCTC, and I am your host, Tim Elliott. Good Monday morning, Alex.
Good Monday morning.
Enough about you, Alex. We're here to talk to Julie and Jan, because they have all kinds of events and things that they want to talk about that's going on at the Washington Area Performing Arts and Events Center. Julie, would you like to start and see what you want to share?
Yeah, we are with the Washington Performing Arts Series, and this is part of our 2023-24 series. And this Saturday at 1 o'clock, we're having The Reason for the Season, a few of my favorite things. It's a holiday show to benefit HACAP. And Melissa Westfall, with her Dancing to the Stars,
Dancing with the Stars.
Stairway Stars, yeah.
Stairway.
Is going to be in charge of the program. There's 13 dance acts. There's an Elvis. Adrian Greens has a vocal solo. Zach Abazina does an event with Rubik's Cubes. And it'll be emceed by Santa and Mrs. Claus. Huh. They had rehearsal this last Saturday at the stage, and they're ready to go.
We hope so. Yes. Now, did you mention Elvis is going to be there?
Yes, Elvis is going to be there.
Well, he's my neighbor.
Oh, really?
Yes, he is.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's what I refer to him as. Some people call him Ron Semler, but I call him Elvis.
Okay.
And because last summer our neighborhood did a potluck, and he's in our neighborhood, so our committee, headed by largely Linda Van Winkle, who's the next door neighbor, asked him if he'd be willing to perform, and he did. He came fully attired, and he sang, and he had lights show run by Dwayne Van Winkle. He was phenomenal.
Oh, my goodness.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see him again.
Awesome.
Oh, well, this should be fun. And these kids have been working hard, and again, it benefits HACAP.
That's right.
Now, adults pay $10, and kids are free, and it just should be a fun event to get you in the spirit of Christmas.
We should.
Is this how do you get tickets, or is it just at the door?
Yes, it's at the door, and we should remind people that this is not a part of our membership season. It's separate. So even if you have a season membership, you have to pay for this one because it's separate.
Okay.
Okay, and yes,
A bonus show.
a bonus show. It's right, and there will be tickets available at the door, and we usually have somebody there an hour ahead of time.
Okay.
And the doors actually open to the stage about 12. No, the doors open at 12:30. The show's at 1 o'clock.
Okay. So you have Reason for Season. That's Saturday. That's goes along well with the snow events.
Yes.
What else do we have? We have a pianist coming in, don't we?
We have a young man whose name is Charlie Albright, and I, not being very informed, did not really know anything about him until this event came about. So I did some research, and because everyone was telling me what a wonderful performer he was. Well, he was born in 1988. He's 34 years old. Okay, his mother was born in Seoul, Korea, and his father was a U.S. Navy serviceman. He began to play the piano at age 3.5 by ear. His mother said to him, "How did you learn this song, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star?" And he didn't know. And then she remembered that either in vitro or after, when he was a baby, she played that song for him.
Oh.
And that's how he learned it.
Uh-huh.
And he has, since then, just blossomed. And I'll turn it back to Julie.
Well, by age 4, he was on state and national TV, and around 7, he started formal training, and his teacher really wanted him to learn to read music, too.
Yeah, that would be important.
I mean, he was just amazing. And he has just gotten so many honors. He's just, and we had him, the Washington Concert Association had him 10 years ago.
Oh.
And we were just so overwhelmed by him then, and we thought, let's get him while we can still afford him, And now we can still kind of afford him, but he's just really, really good.
Awesome.
He started out in college. He was their first classical pianist in a combined Harvard-New England Conservatory program. And he was in it. He took 5 years. He got a bachelor's in economics and pre-med curriculum. And he was the class of 2012 Masters of Music in Piano Performance at the New England Conservatory. While he was at Harvard, he was the artist in resident, And he did over 77 concerts worldwide while he was just in college.
Is that all?
That's all.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not
Okay,
really.
Go ahead.
Hey, wait a minute. What'd you do in college, Alex? Okay, enough about you.
When you say, is that it? I went on Wikipedia to get a few tidbits.
Yes.
It was the longest entry I had ever seen.
Really?
Because it just went on forever.
Yes. All his honors.
Yeah, the countries he's visited and the performance venues he's been to. Did you mention where he's performed in?
No, I didn't mention that.
Carnegie Hall, the Kennedy Center, the Lincoln Center.
All the big stuff.
The big stuff, as well as all the little stuff, and how we could get him to come here.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
Get a guy that's so world renowned,
Yeah.
and he has time in his schedule to stop by.
Yes.
What is a marvelous
Thank you.
theater? It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
He's probably seen everything, but I would really love to know his take on how we did with ours. But
Yeah.
how neat of him to take the time to share his gift with a smaller town like this.
Yeah. In 2008, he performed with Yo-Yo Ma at the Harvard ceremonies at some place. I mean, it's just, he's played with amazing people.
Also, he's worked with violinist Joshua Bell, actor Courtney Vance, the Silk Road Project, conductor Keith Lockhart, and vocalist conductor Bobby McFerrin. So he's hobnobbed with the best.
He is well known in the circles.
Yes, he is.
So we've got those two things coming up. This begs to mind. How did you get involved in this? Other than Jan, of course, I've known you for a lot of years, and we instantly always tell the story of me being in maybe one of your first plays that you did in
A
junior
very
high.
That family.
That was it.
I remember it.
Yeah. So you have some love of theater, and Julie, I suspect you do as well. But what got the Washington Area Performing Arts and Events Center? How did this all come about? Can you tell me about that?
It's two-pronged. Julie has been involved with the Washington Concert Association for years, and that's how old?
Oh, it's been going on over 50 years.
Okay.
And my mother used to buy 2 tickets, and sometimes she'd take someone with her, and it would be me. So I got to come to some concerts, and I was just amazed at how good they were. And then later I ended up getting season tickets myself after my mother passed away, and then I got on the board, and here we are.
You just kept that going. Okay.
And, of course, I was a teacher, drama director at the junior high and the high school. And Bob Youngquist and I had worked together on musicals. And the superintendent of schools, it was the interim superintendent at the time, brought us in and asked us if we would try to fundraise for an auditorium. And we did.
And there you go.
And $7.6 million later,
and that's something.
we have this facility, which is still unbelievable to me.
Fantastic.
But then we worked in order to get an $800,000 grant from Vision Iowa, we had to show that this wasn't just a high school auditorium, it was a community auditorium. And so one of the prerequisites was that we had to show we had a series of events for the local people. And then we did that for a few years, and then we said, you know what, there's this group, this concert association that's doing basically the same thing. Let's collaborate. And that's what we've been doing now for several years, and it's been wonderful.
Makes perfect sense.
It does.
Perfect sense. And what's really nice about this is your focus is on that center, which is attached to the high school, and we still have a bit aged, but still a very nice center out at the Washington Community Theater near the fairgrounds. So we're both able to coexist,
right,
and bring in different aspects that each are very good at. So it's wonderful that we have
It's
two
great to have both.
very nice facilities like that. One more suited to the music, I think, more so than the theater, the community theater is.
And you'll find that if you go to the shows out there, that a lot of the people that are involved with that theater are also members our group.
Yeah.
And, we work back and forth and we respect each other, and
Sure.
it's been great.
Sure.
It's been great.
It's awesome that both can survive.
Yes.
Let's take a short break, and then we'll come back and we'll visit more with Julie and Jan.
Okay.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
It's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors, so call her.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Good morning and welcome back to Washington Live. We are powered by KCTC. I am your host, Tim Elliott. And in studio, my guests today are Jan Gallagher and Julie Zahs. They're with Washington Area Performance
Series
and Events Center. Can't read my writing with my glasses or without them. But they're both here talking about upcoming events. We do have a program. The reason for the season is Saturday at 1 o'clock. Tickets are still available, and you can get them up to an hour. Maybe about 12, right?
Until the door opens, until the concert begins, they can still get tickets.
Come right up. So park at 5 till and go get a ticket and go in and see it. There's plenty of room in that wonderful auditorium. We also have Charles Albright coming. I did not get the date on that. I did not write it down, so you can share that. But I'd also like to know, you've got some other things. You've got a big 23-24 season full of things that are coming on. So please share what's going on upcoming.
Well, our concert with Charlie Albright, who's the pianist, is Wednesday, November 29th at 7 o'clock. And if you have season tickets, you just come. Otherwise, you pay at the door.
Okay.
And tickets are $20, and students are free, and college kids are $10. We're associated with a group called Allied, which gets all of these groups organized, and then we select these groups. So Charlie Albright was with the Allied group, as was our earlier concert with the Divas. When you order one of these concerts, you can also, if possible, order a student outreach program. And you pay extra dollars for that, and they come during the day and perform for students.
Huh.
So we had the Divas come and perform at the high school, and we're having Charlie Albright is going to be coming and performing at the high school also in the afternoon. We want to introduce kids to live performance.
Yeah.
And they really seem to enjoy them.
Because it's probably not something most will not just seek out and go to.
Right. And then because we're just so excited about Charlie, we decided everybody who bought a season ticket this year would get one free ticket to invite a friend.
Oh.
So all of the people who have season tickets can bring a friend.
Okay.
And we just really want people to see how good Charlie is.
Awesome. Sounds like one not to miss then.
Yeah.
Well, and the next one is the Wartburg Choir, which is well known and has done tours in all kinds of countries besides ours, and that's February 18th at 3:30. And then we have the Southeast Iowa Band with Bob McConnell as the orchestra leader. That's in March.
I was reading about that they were able to use the
Yes.
facilities down at
Yes.
Iowa Wesleyan again.
That's
so I think
wonderful.
they're thankful for that.
And then my exciting one for the year is always an evening of improv. And I lean on Greg Wiley, who is sort of the head of that group, and he brings in the people from Washington who perform.
Greg's a nut.
He's a nut, and all of
He's
these
a
guys
nut.
are.
And I mean that in a good, loving way.
Yeah.
He's just a nut.
Yeah,
But,
and then
but he's passionate about
He
theater and
is,
all of this.
Yes, and he'll be bringing Tom Dawson and hopefully Brett Swift and Brett Pearson and I hope
Eric Hansen?
Eric Hansen, yes, he's coming from Cedar Rapids to join us, and we keep throwing new names in. And
we talked a little bit about some names off
Right.
while we're on break.
Yeah.
So
that's one of my favorites of the year. And we really want to emphasize the fact that all of our seasons shows are free to K through 12 kids, because we really do want to bring the art to the kids and the kids to the arts.
very good. How does one go about getting a membership? When do you have a membership drive, or you can do it anytime throughout the year? I assume that there's a website one can go to, or just tell me more about how that works.
Well, we have an article in the paper, which
Okay.
will have an information about the programs and how to get a ticket, season ticket. We also send letters to all the former ticket holders, and it's on Facebook and various things.
We put posters out.
And posters.
And the interesting thing is, some people will say, well, gee, we already missed the Divas, so why would we want to buy a season ticket? The season ticket's $60. And you go to all of these events except for the reason for the season.
Reason for the season.
But that's just a kernel of what we could go to, because we collaborate with several other communities, and Fairfield, Ottumwa, Burlington. Am I missing?
So a season ticket doesn't just
Centerville.
get you
Centerville.
this.
Yes,
You can go to either. There's
dozens.
I will call them sister
Yeah.
theaters that we can go to.
So on our ticket that you receive, it lists all the shows in Centerville, all the shows in Fairfield, all the shows in Ottumwa, and Keokuk. Now, they're only ones that are with their performing arts series. It's not just any show at Fairfield, right? It's ones that's with their specific concert season.
But look, if they're listed, it's easy to plan then.
Right.
And
Oh,
just in
yes.
Washington, we have what I'm looking at 8 shows. Am I seeing it right?
No, we do
Six.
6 shows.
6 shows a year
Yeah.
is what you're looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
So at $60, that's a deal in itself.
Actually, it's 5 shows, isn't it? Because season doesn't.
Well, yeah, if you don't count the season,
Yeah,
yeah.
but so
Okay.
basically $10 a show, or it's $20 at the door for one.
Yeah.
And some of these shows, I know my husband and I, we often go to Fairfield or Ottumwa or Centerville. Some of their shows are $10,000 shows, and they're really good.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's worth it.
I wholeheartedly agree, because I've been out to Las Vegas and Nashville and places like that, and the quality of the showmanship and the actors it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So we can get that same kind of quality right here in Southeast Iowa, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
All you have to do is buy the ticket and make the investment and just go do it.
And I think once you've been to one of the shows, you just realize that it's worth coming back.
Yeah, indeed.
So good.
Indeed. Well, I think that have we got everything covered that you
There's
want? Is there
one
one
other thing I would like to discuss? One of the things that really just blows my mind is that one of the features of the show is he will say, okay, I do improvisation, but my manager said, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to go do this improvisational piece, and they're not going to believe that you didn't prepare that in advance. So he said, I'm going to ask the audience for like 3 or 4 notes. And, you know, someone will say B, someone will say C sharp, someone will say whatever.
Yeah.
And then he'll say, okay, and he'll go hit each of those keys, and he'll sit for a second, and then he'll do a full piece. He'll do a full song.
That's amazing.
Based on those 3 or 4 notes that he gets from the audience.
That's just amazing.
It is.
I find it awe-inspiring of people that can play the piano, and especially somebody like that that can,
he's amazing.
can just make something up.
Yeah.
And I would have to trust him that he's playing a C and an F minor.
I don't know.
I assume you are.
Well, the people in the audience probably know a lot better than I would. She would, but Millie and Bob definitely would.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks very much for coming in and sharing this. There is a website.
Yes, WashingtonAuditorium.org.
Okay, we'll have that posted somewhere, won't we, Alex? That way you can learn all about the shows, how to become a season ticket holder, hopefully for life, because,
And also, if you have a season ticket and if you can't go sometime, you can loan it to a friend and say, happy birthday or Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
You can loan your tickets out if you're going to be gone and down south for the winter.
Yeah, we have friends who do that, too.
All right, good thought. Thanks again very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Couple more things to deal with here, and then we'll play the birthday game.
Oh, boy.
Alex makes me read this, everybody. There's a special show that's airing this coming Wednesday, the 22nd. I'm still going to go with 8 o'clock in the morning. It's called Shop Washington for the Holidays. Uh-huh. It's hosted by Samantha Meyer and Greta Clemens. And they're going to be talking about our great town of Washington and all the businesses around that are open and available to shop for the holidays. So make sure you turn into this same channel Wednesday at 8. And then you won't see me on Friday because that's a paid holiday for me. Because the pay here is so good, Alex. And I assume we're having a regular show Wednesday? So a regular show Wednesday, plus this bonus show at 8 in the morning, Shop Washington for the Holidays. That will be interesting as well. Let's do birthday game, Alex.
Do it.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm starting to forget national days. It's National World's Children Day, which goes well with National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. Because if I was a kid, I'd have my hands in that big time. Where would one get peanut butter fudge right as soon as I leave this place?
I'm allergic
You
to
don't
peanuts.
know.
I'm allergic to peanuts. Why would I?
It's interesting that you picked that as your national day. I'm so happy about it.
It wasn't good choices today, so it was kind of greater.
I wonder if you
evils.
can get peanut butter fudge ice cream. That sounds interesting. Okay, enough about that. Birthdays. I am not good at this.
First one.
I think I know who this is.
Adam Driver.
Nope. I've heard the name. I just don't know who he is.
He's in House of Gucci. He's in the Star Wars.
Yeah, nothing I watch. I think he looks like he's about 33. You can each have a guess, or you can combine your guesses.
I'll guess 38.
And we're playing for big prize money.
Yeah.
Which is called bragging rights.
You said 30 what?
33.
You said 38.
You get 1 point if you're within 3 years, and 2 points if you get it right on.
I'm going to say 40.
40 right on.
Look at Jan. Look at Jan.
All right.
Next one is somebody Tim's definitely going to know. Future the rapper.
Oh, my.
I've got his album.
Yeah.
I've got his album.
You played on vinyl?
I got it on vinyl, yeah.
Okay,
It's, that's how you're supposed to get it now, on vinyl. I'm just going to say 33 again. 'Cause I don't know.
33?
I might say 33 for all these.
36.
39.
40 again. You get a point.
Look at Jan's running away with this, Julie.
See, they're close to my children's ages.
Next one. Joel McHale. He's in Community.
54.
It was 54?
I'm just going to go with something. He's a comedian, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, I think. What show?
56.
Community.
56.
I thought he had a different show where he was just
48.
He is 52.
Who got a point
Tim
there?
gets a point. You get
Very good.
I'm on the board.
So it's 1-1-3 right now.
I think we all know this next one.
Uh-oh.
Last one. Hopefully you know this one. Joe Biden.
I'm going to say 81.
One.
It's right around there.
I think it's his birthday, and he is 81, I think.
But I'll have to just guess something next to it because we can't guess the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think you can. Can you?
Whatever.
We don't have it. I don't. Nobody's ever done that. I don't think. Well, you got to make the rule. You're sitting in the producer chair with all the buttons and whistles and all that.
Sure, you can pick the same if you
Pick
want.
the same number.
I'll just be different and say 80.
If my current events is
What
correct.
did you pick?
I said 81, too.
81 right on.
It's his birthday, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just heard. I just know that.
I did too.
I paid attention and knew he was 81.
Yeah.
He would be 81 if he was reelected. So
Yeah.
that's how I remembered that. Well, Jan, you're the big winner.
All right.
So you
Oh,
get
bring
to
it on.
Go home to Dick and say you are the birthday game champion for today.
All right. That's a big one.
It is a big one. Thanks again very much for coming in, ladies, and
Thank you.
enjoyed visiting with you both.
Thank you.
And Alex, I'll see you next week.
May I make one more comment?
Oh, sure.
I see that your comedic abilities have not changed since you were in junior high, and I hope that you get involved with theater again.
I think about that more and more as time goes on.
Well, now
And
that I know that, you're going to be bothered by it.
it would be fun. I truly enjoyed every bit. From junior high, that was maybe my second or third show.
Was it?
When
Okay.
you did that? But I was in every show from junior high on.
Good.
And I just loved them all.
Good.
Including some after Green Pastures. And
All right.
Annie Get Your Gun.
Good. Well,
And then
it's time to
life
go back.
happens. Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining. Until next time, we're on Wednesday, not Friday. I'll see you back here on Monday.